I'm Max Sterling, welcome to larpgasm. Today I'm here to talk to you about moving silently while you're at LARP. Now, there's a lot of different names that moving silently goes by. Some people call it fox walking, they call it stealth stepping, they call it silent footprints. I'm gonna call it rogue walking, but you can call it whatever you want. It's basically moving silently through the woods, or really any terrain for that matter. And no matter what you call it, and whether you learned it from your ninjutsu master, or it's something you use when you're hunting, or if you've just used it creeping up the stairs after a hard night of partying, then you sort of know how to do this already. But basically, no matter how you perform this action, there's a few core principles that line up across everything. And those principles are keeping low, keeping your balance, and moving forward and focusing on an object. Now we're gonna go ahead and discuss how all of that works and it comes together to make you move silently. And the applications for this are immense, whether it be LARP or maybe even in real life situations. So it's something I suggest you look into and consider practicing and getting good at. If you play a rogue type character like I do, or even if you don't play a rogue, but you can think of a time at a LARP or something where you've had to move silently, then this is going to be just phenomenal for you to figure out. And if you couple it with my armor silencing video that I did, and maybe some of my other videos with the boots that I've made and stuff, then you know, you're gonna be good to go when it comes time to move silently through the woods and sneak up on people, or sneak past people, or whatever that you would use this for. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing you need to figure out is how you walk. A lot of people tend to walk like this, sort of like a duck. I know other people, sometimes you'll walk with your toes turned inwards, but for this, we need to walk straight. So you want your feet pointing forward. So figure that out first and foremost. From there, you crouch down slightly. You want to keep your upper body straight, okay? You don't want to be leaning forward or backwards. We're not doing the time warp. Just keep your body straight up and down. Now from there, martial arts disciplines and other techniques vary, but you can do it where you would step forward, heel, and then you roll into your toe, or you can step forward on the ball of your foot and then bring your heel down, or what I prefer is to step forward on the outer edge of your foot and then bring your heel into it. I think that that is the most effective way of doing this. Now, I'm not trying to counteract, you know, hundreds of years of, you know, ninjutsu knowledge, but from in my own testing and how I do it, the heel toe I think is a lot noisier than sliding into the step. Also, the reason I'm not a fan of the heel toe is if you're at a LARP and there are traps concealed on the ground, like spring traps or snap bangs and stuff like that, if you're heel toe, I feel like you have more of a chance of stepping on stuff that is in front of you that you haven't sort of encountered yet. If you put your foot out and you're bringing it down, then everything you're encountering is already behind you. You've already had a chance to look, and if you slide your foot forward before you step, there's a really good chance you're going to push whatever's in front of you out of the way. So that's why I prefer that particular step when doing this moving silently sort of exercise here. Now we're going to go ahead and put it into practice a little bit. I'm going to change the angle here. There's a little bit of ambient noise, there's some birds, there's some water rushing here. I'm actually just doing a combat sim today, but no matter what you're wearing, this will work. Now, of course, the preferred footwear for this is not combat boots, but I realize that at most games you go to, you're going to be wearing boots probably. Ideally, you would be barefoot or in thick socks. You may even wear well-articulated running shoes because they would give your foot a lot of ability to feel what's underneath it to see if you're going to make noise, but I feel like most of us wear boots. So I'm wearing the boots that I made, and we're gonna go with that. So if it works in these boots, and I'm a pretty big guy, if you don't hear me coming, then this is a pretty solid technique. I think you're gonna be pretty happy. First, we're gonna go ahead and just walk down the path, just normal, get a baseline for the noise, and then we're gonna walk silently down the path. Now we're going to go ahead and put this into action. I'm going to walk past once, normal speed. I'm going to walk past a second time with trying to move quietly, how I think most people do. And then the third time I walk by, I'm going to use my rogue walking option, which is a blend of multiple disciplines of moving silently. And we'll see which one seems like it makes the most noise. Like I said, there's a lot of ambient sound here, but hopefully I'm close enough that we'll be able to hear the difference. This is normal stepping. This is attempting to move quietly. And this is the rogue walking or moving silently technique. Now this is the path that I'm walking on. You can see it as a mix of leaves, twigs, and gravel. Okay, and I am in fact wearing my boots, the ones that we made in that video. So they're work boots. So this is not really easy terrain to move silently on. I wanted to do an example of this technique inside of a building as well. So first time will be normal walking, second time will be trying to be quiet, the third time will be using the technique. Hopefully the camera mic is able to pick up any variances in that, but of course, like I said, the type of clothing you wear, the type of shoes you wear, all of these are variables. Swishy pants are going to be a mistake. Hard-soled shoes like boots are a mistake. So the better you can get your costume, your gear in tune with this, the better it'll be. However, even wearing completely the wrong attire, this is still going to make you be more quiet. I hope you enjoyed this video on how to move silently, and if you did, please click like on the video, please subscribe to my channel, and click the little bell icon. I produce weekly LARP videos to help you get your LARP fix, so even if you don't click that little bell icon, come back every week to see what I have going on, and even if you don't think you're going to find my other videos as interesting, please still subscribe, like the video. You never know what I'm going to post up on here. I do a huge variety of stuff, whether it's crafts or skills or anything LARP related. Please come back and check me out anytime. I have a Ko-Fi and a Patreon if you feel like supporting me to help make this channel better, but if not, that's fine. Until next time, adventure on.